Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy's evil era replaces Sheila as B&B's supervillain? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Steffy Forrester Finnegan seems to be going through yet another metamorphosis. Although Steffy killed Sheila Carter in toned defense, she seems to be in constant attack mode recently. While some believe Sheila is alive, what if there's another twist? What if Steffy's recent jest is just a taste into what's ahead? Could Steffy end up being the surprising new supervillain of B&B? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Steffy's evil era replaces Sheila as B&B's supervillain? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Sheila Carter's turnaround attempt. B&B spoilers reveal that Sheila has done some heinous and jaw-dropping effects in the history. Some of rather lately. Still, Sheila really was trying to do better. Sheila eventually set up what she has been pining her entire life: love. Deacon loved Sheila for who she was and saw the virtuousness in her that others didn't. B&B spoilers, purposeful instigation. While Steffy's violent responses to Sheila were accessible, she wasn't always a victim. Occasionally, Steffy tends to get argumentative, also cries victim when the other person defends themselves. Steffy was constantly pushing Sheila to reply, just like Lee Finnegan with the spaghetti. Also, Steffy really crossed the line by shambling into Sheila's apartment, also punching her in the face. Did Steffy really suppose that her conduct would have consequences? Still, also she would have had the balls to physically attack her if she were so spooked of Sheila. Steffy wanted Sheila to reply and do commodity terrible, but reined herself in for as long as she could. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Hope Logan. Just the morning the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that now that Steffy has killed Sheila, Hope Logan is her coming target. Steffy formerly took Thomas Forrester as well as Douglas Forrester down from Hope. Steffy made it clear to a shocked Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan that she's far from done with Hope. B&B spoilers, Steffy Forrester Finnegan's evil era. Ridge keeps defending Steffy, assuming she's just being super protective of Thomas. Still, indeed, Ridge's head spun around really snappily when Steffy said she wasn't done with Hope yet. This, along with Steffy having no empathy for anyone differently and being indeed more controlling off John Finnegan than usual, sends a big red flag. Could Steffy end up getting B&B's newest supervillain? What do you suppose is in Steffy's future now that Sheila is dead? Is Steffy headed down a dark path, and will she end up replacing Sheila as the Cleaner's coming supervillain? Finn throws a curveball at Steffy. Does he tell her that Sheila could be alive? On the April 12th occasion of the Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers exercise that Finn has an unpleasant surprise for Steffy. Is it Deacon's assertion that Sheila is alive? Ridge tells Cleric that there's no way Sheila isn't dead. Meanwhile, Zend pours his heart out about Luna to Carter. It should be an emotional and pressure-filled day you don't want to miss. No peace for Finn and Steffy have been patiently riding out the major bump in their marriage: Sheila's death. Steffy frequently says how they can and will get once anything. She gave Finn the space to go to Sheila's honorary service without too important of a headache. Also, Steffy got great news from Deputy Director Baker that there would be no charges against her for Sheila's death. Steffy thinks the worst of the trauma is over and she and Finn can return to their happy life. Unfortunately, that doesn't feel to be the case. Finn has a patient issue running through his mind. Though he brushed off Deacon's ramblings that Sheila is alive, Finn may be decreasingly considering it. Does he blurt out to Steffy that Sheila may not be dead? If not, he tells Steffy commodity differently that could throw another kink in their marriage. At the same time, Ridge has little tolerance for Deacon's crazy studies about Sheila. Ridge tries to shake some sense into Cleric and get him back to reality. Seeing how rankled up Deacon is, presumably no bone can stop him from chancing what he thinks is the verity about Sheila. Zend showed some emotional maturity when he supported Luna's decision to tell RJ about their night together. In verity, he may have just been following Poppy's lead. How numerous times can they try to inhibit Luna from clearing her heart? Zend may see it's better to accept the consequences. Still, Zend doesn't just admit defeat that Luna is with RJ. He ends up passing in Carter his true passions for Luna. Carter generally has good perceptivity and reasonable advice to conduct to his musketeers. What will Carter say to Zend about this? Hang in there or move on? The stylish place for true cleaner suckers to be is our Facebook groups. Have you joined? Sheila's hunt ends in jaw-dropping find? Bold and the Beautiful turned Sheila Carter into a riddle as her little piggy cried atomic 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 all the way home and back onto her cadaver on the CBS cleaner. Sheila's missing number is no longer lost, and now the explosive plot seems to fall into place and it eventually makes sense. Bold and the Beautiful Sheila Carter's text dispatches. Sheila Carter failed at the hands of her son-in-law. Or at least this is what everyone believes, except Deacon Sharp. But the spoiler videotape also suggests Finn joins him in a hunt to find his birth mama latterly in the week. So, it looks like her son soon becomes a religionist as well. John Finnegan is seen with Cleric as he hunts for Sheila Carter among LA's homeless population. So, it looks like thumbing through the dead woman's stuff offered an indication. On her laptop, the grieving Swain finds textbook dispatches between her and a woman named Sugar. This woman, Sugar, has a history with Sheila on Bold and the Beautiful. She was a captivity warden whom Sheila befriended and manipulated into helping her escape times agone. Also, everyone's favorite villain got this woman to agree to plastic surgery and came out looking exactly like her evil friend. As with nearly everyone differently in Sheila's history, this relationship did end well, and they parted ways. Now, the woman is back, and from what those dispatches indicate, Sheila wanted nothing to do with her. Perhaps not, but Sugar sounds like she's out for vengeance. So the nine-toed woman presumably had no choice but to meet with her old friend. B&B spoilers: vengeance at hands of Sugar? Now, it looks like all the pieces eventually fall into place. There's a doable way to explain a 10-toed dead Sugar moment and her part in this crazy chain of events on Bold and Beautiful. Before Sheila's pecking, she was visiting an old friend. But that's the only word she gave when Deacon questioned her about her fading axe. So, that was likely Sugar she went to see during those hours down from home on Bold and the Beautiful. The rearmost hints suggest Sugar got her vengeance by landing Sheila Carter during one of her visits. So, the woman seen in the backwoods outside the Precipice House who said Steffy Forrester would die was probably Sugar. But why would she want to kill a woman she doesn't know and shares the same adversary? Bold and the Beautiful: the home invasion. It looks like Sheila Carter's adversary from the once kept tabs on her. She probably knew about Sheila's problems with her son-in-law because she ended up at Steffy's pretending to be the mama-in-law she hates. When Sugar possessed Steffy, she didn't say a word. That's likely because while she looks like her nemesis, her voice doesn't sound like her. Perhaps that line Sugar said in the backwoods was her rehearsing what she was about to say. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers: Sheila Carter, Deacon Sharp. But rather, she changed her mind and mumbled as she dived at the Forrester son. So, Sugar probably went there to frame Sheila for this Bold and the Beautiful plot. Her endgame might have been to leave Steffy dead, which means all fritters would point to Sheila Carter. But Sugar didn't come with the armament. So, she could have planned on killing her with her bare hands. Or perhaps indeed picking up an object in the house to negotiate that. Also again, perhaps this intrusion was only meant to scarify Steffy and not kill her. Sugar might have wanted to let her believe her mama-in-law broke into her home to kill her. This way, there would be no doubt about the identity of the home meddler. Also, Sugar could dash down, leaving Steffy alive, and latterly Sheila would be transported off to prison. However, also Sugar's plan went veritably wrong, if so.